Get my book. The book. Shalom, Israel. We are I.S.U.P.K. Started on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? And we've been teaching this truth since 1969. You know what I'm saying? Teaching blacks and Hispanics that they are the true Jews of the Bible, that they are special people. You know what I'm saying? We have our own set apart holidays. And as we all may know, and what's being preached or being taught all around the world is that these holidays or this holiday season is not for blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? I know we all feel that down feeling right now, which is called seasonal depression, and everybody's cleaving to this nostalgia effect. Why they's not feeling like the old Christmas days? That's because the Lord is coming back. Right. You know what I'm saying? Satan had his time on the earth running rampant. You know what I'm saying? Doing what he do. Now that the Lord is coming closer to the earth, and now his spirit is coming back to the earth, some things don't feel the same anymore. It doesn't feel normal. It doesn't feel right to you, black and Hispanic man. And it's because it's not for you. You know what I'm saying? We have been going broke trying to celebrate these holidays. Right. Trying to buy those Christmas trees, trying to put those Christmas presents under the tree, make those Thanksgiving dinners. You know what I'm saying? When our light bill is like 3 months late. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High called you to celebrate a different set of holidays. You know what I'm saying? You ever wondered why you so-called celebrating Christ's birthday and you still in the condition you are in? That should tell you something about the holidays you celebrate. Obviously, it's not of God. You know what I'm saying? Black people are the most spiritual, most Christian, most Muslim, most Catholic. You know what I'm saying? And what do we get? We're still on the bottom of the totem pole. That's because those gods are not your God. Those holidays are not your holidays. You know what I'm saying? And then we're about to go into how those holidays, especially the Christmas holiday, is the celebration of paganism, other gods, you know what I'm saying? And we'll go into the scriptures and pull what God said about the what to do with other gods. Can you give me Exodus chapter 20, verse 3? Start at verse 3. Let me get there with you. Go ahead.
I looked up how much the average cost for Christmas is each American, and it's around $1,000.
Sheesh.
997.73 cents.
Sheesh. You know what I'm saying? You go tell that to a black or Hispanic family that's struggling paycheck to paycheck. And now you got to now you working 3 jobs just for one holiday. Right. While you still get, and this was so crazy about it. We look at the pictures of back in the slavery times and during early American times and how you were forced to celebrate those holidays. Now you're celebrating willingly, and white America still spits on you. They vote somebody like Trump in office that blatantly disrespects our people. Right. Blatantly. And then they still call you lazy after you done got 3 or 4 jobs just to live up to the American dream. Right. Just to live up to what the American society tells you a person is supposed to have. What are you supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Black people are exceedingly good at trying to live that American dream. And you wonder why it doesn't work for us. Why you can't sell the most drugs like the white man does in the CIA. And you're saying why you can't enter politics and do money laundering schemes or whatever the hell else they doing in politics and being, what do you call it? Child abusers. You know what I'm saying? We looking at all our stars falling. We seen the P. Diddy's Jay-Z is now on the lawsuit, and now he's scrambling, trying to get ahead of it. Allegedly, these alleged allegations. You know what I'm saying? But we forget that Prince, I forget the dude name. He looked like a bag of bones over there in Europe. He's on every list that ever came out. Epstein, P. Diddy list, same dudes, same white people. We forget Barack Obama was on some of these lists. I'm pretty sure Barack Obama was on Epstein list, P. Diddy list. You know what I'm saying? All these people associated, but the only people we see on the news is our people. You know what I'm saying? Because we cannot be like our oppressors. Right. You know what I'm saying? We cannot do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High called us for a higher purpose. Right. He called you to be a king, black and Hispanic man. You know what I'm saying? He called you to be a princess, black and Hispanic woman, not to be on the table shaking your behind at the Thanksgiving dinner. Right. or at brunch. You know what I'm saying? He called you for a higher purpose. That is so low class. You know what I'm saying? It's time we pick up our crowns. You know what I'm saying? It's time we pick up our mantle. You know what I'm saying? Because this earth is in distraught. And we can see it every day. The oceans are dirty. The animals are going extinct. The forests are on fire. The farms are burning. You know what I'm saying? That's because the wicked are in rulership, like the Bible says. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Exodus 20 and 3, sir.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse 3. Mm-hmm. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Now we're gonna break it all the way down. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me. Meaning what? Thanksgiving was the celebration of the cornucopia. What's that animal called? That zodiac sign, the Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? You celebrated Thanksgiving, you put a God before the Most High with a lowercase g. You know what I'm saying? You celebrating these holidays. I can't even, you know, it's so hard. You be trying to find it out for your people. You can't even say they don't know anymore. Because Google is at their fingertips. Everybody knows Halloween has nothing to do with God. Right. That is literally worshiping demons, ghouls, goblins, and anything evil. It's literally an evil holiday. It's so in your face that it's evil. You know what I'm saying? You worshiping these other entities or these other, I keep saying entities, these other things that most, and then a lot of times, this is how simple that the heathen is. The heathen will worship something that God created and not give credit to the Most High. Right. Black man, you look simple when you do that. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why God chose us, because we weren't as simple as the other nations around us. Right. We understood some things, and that's why God chose us as a people. That is why he gave us the covenant. That's why he gave us his laws, statutes, and commandments. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because while Esau running around in the toga with no clothes on in the cold dead of winter on all fours, you was following law, statutes, and commandments. Right. You was celebrating what the Most High sent you to celebrate. But instead, we wanted to be just like the oppressor. The oppressor says blatantly that he does not wash his legs. The oppressor says blatantly he does not wash his feet. You know, I seen something, I think yesterday, where it says during the medieval times, Esau, in order to show, and this will show you, they try to act so uppity now, Esau, the so-called white man, that they try to look down on the Africans, they dirty, ham. They try to look down on the street food vendors of India, they dirty too. Don't get me twisted. But let's just talk about the history of Esau real quick. During medieval times, in order to show that you had a high class or had money or some form of wealth, your teeth had to be yellow. Because you know why? It showed that you could afford sugar. So they didn't brush their teeth. And another thing, history fact, is the women didn't bathe unless, I think, 2 times in their lifetime, which was their wedding day, and I believe the first day they was born. And then now that we see all these videos of white people being like, no, I don't wash my legs, I don't wash my feet, I can see it. They're gonna be like, okay, that makes sense, because Esau do that to this day. I seen a video online where the shorty said, the Edomite woman said, I didn't wash my baby up for the first year of his life. I was like, this is Esau. Esau is dirty and stinking, and we want to celebrate his holidays. Right. We want to look to him for knowledge. We want to go to we so pressed to go to his schools, Ivy League schools. Right. What the hell is Esau? Esau can't even bathe correctly. Right. Yeah, he can't even sit in the tub and soak his behind. You know what I'm saying? He don't believe in baths. He don't believe in baths. He just solely loves them. And the only reason he even takes showers is to pursue his LGBTQ prowesses in them bathing houses. You know what I'm saying? We could go into the history about how Rome and Greek with them bathing houses, how they was sleeping. In order for an apprentice boy to be a warrior, he would have to get broken in by a man. That's how disgusting Esau is. Esau is a disgusting animal, man. Right. And he's ruling the earth. That is somebody that our leaders are like that man in the orange toupee that took that picture with all them brothers and what is it called? Them deans of the HBCU, Donald Trump. That's who they following. And them and you following the leaders. You go into the HBCU looking at your dean like he's somebody while he's following Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know we are destroyed people. Because everybody on this earth knows Esau is a wicked nation. A wicked nation and disgusting nation of people. And we, for some reason, don't see it. We, for some reason, want to be a part of America. We, for some reason, want to celebrate what he celebrates, thinking it is the right thing to do. Oh, it's for the kids. You know what I'm saying? In reality, you're setting your kids up for failure. We wonder why we send our kids to these PWIs and they come out addicted to drugs. We send our kids to these PWIs, they come out LGBTQ+. You sent your kid to a PWI, right? She went with braids and whatever beautiful hair she had. Now she come at with a full-on bald haircut talking about B4 movement. That's what we doing right now. That's what we are sending our daughters to. That is what, and we sending our sons to these PWIs and they coming back talking about I like men. I'm a liberal. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, sir. Oh, read it from the top.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. Mm-hmm. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
You shouldn't have no other gods before the God that created the heavens, the earth, the space that we like to look through the telescope and create all types of animes about. The everything that you can even created you. You got the greatest gifts on earth, Black and Hispanic, man, woman, and child. And you are giving thanks to a white man for those gifts. When you have a God that is for Blacks and Hispanics, God deserves all the praise, not no damn Donald Trump.
Right.
So when you voted for Donald Trump, you don't put Donald Trump ahead of your God, man. You don't put him or who else they got? Kamala Harris ahead of your God, man. Because God chose a leader for us, and that's Christ, man. God chose, because God knows more than us. God knows more than any person on this planet, and you still thought your little mind, who can't even stop smoking cigarettes, you can't even stop smoking weed, you can't stop watching porn, can't stop sleeping with whores, or stop stripping, or whatever it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You thought in your head you can pick a leader for us. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's prevalent you get in these classes. Keep going, sir. Verse 4.
Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. So
this is, first off, this goes into a cut into them Christians with that fish symbol. I don't know what it means. That, you know what I'm talking about, them Christians that got that little fish. That's a cut to them, because I don't know what the fish is for. I don't understand what it's about, why you even have it on your churches, and why it's everywhere. That's a cut to you. Second, when you celebrate these holidays, what's the symbol for Halloween? The pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern. You know what I'm saying? What's the symbol for Thanksgiving? The cornucopia. What's the symbol for Christmas? The Christmas tree, the mistletoe. And then we look into the history of all of these things. What do we get? Paganism, right? And today we're going to talk about a little bit of that paganism in Christmas, right? Right? The Christmas tree comes from Nimrod. Nimrod, if you're a so-called Christian, you'll at least know Nimrod from Babylon, right? The king of Babylon, the great warrior king. When he died, you know what happened? His mother buried him, right? I believe, I'm gonna break it down more. I'm gonna probably do it next week since it's closer to Christmas. But his mother buried him, and an so-called evergreen tree grew. And you know what his mother? First off, his mother was also his lover. He was sleeping with his mom. That should tell you the spirit of this man. And this should show you celebrating incest when you put that Christmas tree in your house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the mother buried him. The evergreen tree grew. And once he died, she became power, right? She got power. So she would make the enemies or anybody bring gifts to the tree, which is in turn giving gifts to Nimrod, because they saying Nimrod didn't die. He was reborn back into this tree. Right. You know what I'm saying? And if you did not bring gifts or you did not pledge your allegiance to the nation, guess what? Your head came off. And you know where your head went? It went on the tree. Ooh-wee. What does that sound like? An ornament. Right. Your head is now hanging on the tree like an ornament. We don't ask ourselves these questions. Why do we got to put a Christmas tree up to give people gifts? Why do I have to put the gifts under the damn tree? These questions need to be asked. You know what I'm saying? Can I give Romans 12 and 2, sir? I'm going to go to this article I got pulled up too. Go ahead. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Because Christmas was the well, you can actually break this down in so many ways, because the mistletoe is its own thing. The Christmas tree is its own thing. And then you got the dates too. The celebration of the winter solstice. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different pagan beliefs where they did certain things on the winter solstice, like sacrifice, animal sacrifices, orgies on these days. You know what I'm saying? So many things happened on these days. Shalom, sir. So many things happened. Oh, you want the class, sir? No. So many things happened back in the day over these holidays. And then to show you, to give you a quick synopsis on why it's like that, the Christian church, in order for them to maintain power, they wanted to incorporate a lot of pagan rituals and pagan holidays into like the so-called Christian holidays. So in order for them to maintain power in Europe and all of that, they had to incorporate that. So those what do you call it? Germanic tribes would come in. You know what I'm saying? Because they would this is how you get your Halloweens, your Thanksgivings, and your Christmases. You know what I'm saying? This is why they're celebrated the way they celebrate it. You know what I'm saying? Which also tells you how evil they are. You know what I'm saying? Because it has nothing to do with God. You know what I'm saying? We want to say Christ was born on this day. First off, where in the Bible does it say that? Where are you getting this from? You know what I'm saying? Why do you believe that Christ was born on Christmas? Because your pastor told you? Didn't your pastor just get charged with sexual abusing a child? Right. Did TD Jakes just not get exposed for allegedly calling a man in his bathtub, talking about he wants to only have sex with him? You know what I'm saying? These are the people that you're trusting, but then you want to call us crazy. You want to say we're crazy for being on the street corner in our beards and braids and boots, all militant looking, you know what I'm saying, screaming, shouting, you know what I'm saying, lifting our voices up like a trumpet, sparing your feelings, not at all. You know what I'm saying? You're mad at us because we're telling you the truth when your pastor's been lying to you while fondling your kids behind your back, while fondling your wife behind your back. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to continue to do that. Because without the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander Junior YAHANNA, there would be no order on this earth at all, man. There would be no chance. That is why we have to be here, man. That is why we have to save blacks and Hispanics, man. That is why we are here on this Thursday night teaching about Christmas and how evil it is. Let me get that Romans, sir. 12 and 2.
This is book of Romans 12 verse 2. And be not conformed to this world. Be not conformed to this world.
Do not be like this world. World meaning age or society. The age of society we are in right now is America's age of society, right? The society of America. We just talked about that American dream. White picket fence, golden retriever, one wife. You know what I'm saying? Be not conformed into this world. This world is evil as hell. This world will have you thinking you are in competition with your neighbor just to set up Christmas lights. Who got the better Christmas lights set up? You falling off go look up the percentage of how many dudes fall off of ladders during Christmas time, setting up roofs. How many people die of electrical shock? You'll be surprised. You know what I'm saying? That is the Most High telling you something. You over there competing with your neighbor to have the best Christmas light show outside your house. Your light bill, wazoo, like you ain't never think of. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be like the white man. You know what I'm saying? Leave that to the white man. Leave that to Bill and Phil, your supervisor, man. Let them have that. Let them have those little competitions. While guess what? You have Hanukkah. You have something that the Lord chose for you, man. You have something that's actually representing blacks and Hispanics. What does Christmas got to do with any of us? How is Christmas associated with black people? What did Christmas do to us in slavery? What did Christmas do for us in any slavery besides hurt us? You know what I'm saying? You were forced to do it in Babylon. You're forced to do it now. You know what I'm saying? This is why we can't conform to this world. This world will have you feel like you have to do these things. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? There's a different feeling when you don't have that feeling anymore. When you don't feel like, okay, I have to blend in. I have to do what everybody else is doing. Instead, you come into the truth. You learn who you are as a people. You learn who you are. You learn your roles. You learn who God is. You learn who Christ is. You know what I'm saying? You learn those things. Go ahead, sir.
I looked up the falls from holiday decorations. I looked it up. This is from TheBeckerLaw.com. One analysis of data by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, found that during the holiday season, defined as November 1st to January 31st, there were more than 5,800 fall injuries per season related to holiday decorating over 3 years. Approximately 43% of them were caused by falls from ladders.
Sheesh. We talking about 5,000. You know how that's 1 month. November to December. 1 month. You over there singing jingle bells, hanging the lights. And then now the Most High send a gust of wind. Now you falling, broke your neck. You know what I'm saying? Looking goofy. They over there at your funeral. How you died? Oh, you was hanging Christmas lights. Looking crazy as hell. Trying to celebrate Christmas. You all in the Christmas spirit. You know what I'm saying? Hanging these lights, celebrating an we call it ancestral God. And so you're celebrating a man that lived, right? That wanted to sleep with his mother.
Right.
You celebrating what? There's the winter solstice. You celebrating the mistletoe where they had orgies under that mistletoe. You celebrating what else? You know what I'm saying? What? Thanksgiving, say November the 1st, Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Saturnalia, the Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? You celebrating Zeus.
Right.
We just brought out, thou shalt not have no gods before me. Go ahead.
Janice got a doorway.
Sheesh.
January 1st.
January. Oh yeah, New Year's. I forgot about New Year's. Janice. Yep. Ooh, I gotta get that breakdown too. Y'all celebrating all these gods. You look into the history of a lot of them, they're sexual deviants. It's either about being sexual deviants or some type of greed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nimrod was a disgusting god, man, or a disgusting man. And he was a tyrant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get the top of Romans 12 and 2.
This is the book of Romans 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world, man. Be different. We want to, everybody treats holy like it's a spook word. Holy just means set apart.
Right.
And the so-called Negro slang, right? Where we talk, how we talk, be cut from a different cloth.
Right.
Be different. The whole world will have you celebrate Christmas. But then a brother tell you he celebrate Hanukkah, the feast of dedication.
Right.
And then he break down how his people fought to get their culture back. They talk about, what was his name? Was it Mattathias? How he slayed the dude on the altar for disrespecting his God. That's gangster.
Right.
Alpo wasn't gangster. We talking about Alpo the snitch that we put in the Hollywood movies that everybody want to be like Mitch, right? We talking about Mitch that died in the hallway of a crack house. Money making Mitch him? No, that's who we want to celebrate in our culture. We're talking about Tyler Perry, LGBTQ man who dresses up as an old lady. That's who we want to celebrate. Or we talking about Soul Food, Big Mama, who can't put the pork down to save her life even after she lost her leg. You know what I'm saying? We talking all these cultural things as black people that we still do, and it's killing us. It's literally killing us. You know what I'm saying? Now brothers and sisters are into Islam. E. Merbank got shot up this year. It got shot up by a kid. So obviously Islam's holidays is still not for us.
Right.
Man, it's high time for blacks and Hispanics to get back in the truth, man. To come back to our God.
Right.
There was a time, and it's going to be hard for blacks and Hispanics. It's hard. I understand, because it was hard for me to hear it too before I joined the truth. You know what I'm saying? It was a time where when we were with our God, right? Right, like the time of Joseph, when he was in rulership, right? And he crossed, I believe, the Jordan. You know what happened when they just came in that vicinity of those nations? It says the kings melted in their thrones. You know what that means? Go ahead. Yeah, Joshua. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Joshua. Salakia. It said the kings melted in their thrones. Meaning what? They was shook. Remember, this is a black book. This ain't written straight up and boring, black and white, like the so-called white man. It said they melted in their seats. They were scared.
Right.
You know why they were scared? Because they wasn't celebrating Christmas. They wasn't celebrating Thanksgiving. They wasn't smoking weed. They wasn't smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't drug addicts. You know what I'm saying? They say the most scariest man is a determined man, a disciplined man, a man that fears God.
Right.
And no, that men of today is the men of the I.S.U.P.K, man.
Right.
That is why nobody else can stand up to us. That is why no other organization for blacks and Hispanics has been standing since 1969. Esau threw everything they could at the I.S.U.P.K, and guess what? We still here. Right. We may limp a little bit, but guess what? We stronger than ever now. You know what I'm saying? They can try to do whatever they want, but they can't stop what God has set in place.
Right.
God is in the I.S.U.P.K, man.
Right.
That's because we follow his law, statutes, and commandments. We don't celebrate Christmas. We don't put Christmas trees up in our house. You know what I'm saying? We lead our families properly. You too busy falling into your own flesh. You want to listen to your own flesh. You know what I'm saying? Like you know any better. You don't even know any. You over there reading 48 laws of power. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get rich.
Right.
You reading all the, and the system, y'all reading all these other books. When the Most High put the most sold book is the Bible.
Right.
And I bet my whole life savings on this. If you start following this Bible, it'll fix your life. All you need is the proper teacher. Instead of following those disgusting preachers in the church, where they also put Christmas trees in the main atrium, or what you would call the main entrance. You know what I'm saying? They got the biggest Christmas tree in that damn Christian church. They be having all the Thanksgiving decorations in the Christian church, all the Halloween trunk or treats, what do you call those things? Jack-o'-lanterns, all in the in the Christian church. But I thought God said you shouldn't have no other gods before him. So why the Christmas tree in the Christian church, Pastor? We all know Nimrod is the god of the evergreen. So why is the evergreen standing so tall in your house?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get Proverbs. Salakia. We ain't go through Jeremiah 10 and 2. I skip right over that. You know what I'm saying? We about to, hold on, let me get there with you. We about to find out what the Lord had to say about this damn Christmas tree.
Right.
We about to find out. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord know everything. Because now, once you get this little information, and you go to your Christian church on Sunday, or some of y'all go on Saturdays, and you see that Christmas tree, I want you to ask your pastor about it. Like, why is it in the church?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even gotta believe the links we put in the YouTube. You ain't gotta believe the pictures we pull up. You ain't gotta believe the words that's coming directly from the Bible. Go ask him yourself and ask him to explain. And if he can't give you an answer, you have no choice. I won already. He can't even answer you.
Right.
He can't even pull a scripture where it says, thou shalt celebrate Christmas. Thou shalt erect a Christmas tree in my damn house.
Right.
Go ahead, what you got, sir?
This is the book of Jeremiah, 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen, man. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor is the heathen. The white man is the heathen. The African ham is the heathen. East Indian is the heathen. Learn not his ways. Just because Whitney Houston went over there, where did she go? India, and started worshiping Buddha, don't mean your simple behind should go over there and worship Buddha, man. Learn not the way of the heathen. Just because they have money, just because they have a nation, because they have something, because they look like they have something more than us, which is carnal. You know what I'm saying? Which is carnal. The Most High, you have the Most High, man. You have the covenant, which is what all these other nations want, and this is why they envy you, which is why they delight in your destruction. Because they'll look down on us and be like, these are the sons of God? These drug addicts? You know what I'm saying? They like seeing our destruction because they know who we are. That is why they are fearful of us. That is why they would never willingly let us know who we are, because they know what type of power they would give blacks and Hispanics. If you can make change while you're in a drunken or a drugged state, imagine what you would do when you had the Most High on your side. Imagine what you do when you follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. This is why I said those kings melted in them seats. This is why I said in Judith, I think 5 and 10, that you shouldn't bother the nation of Israel when they're with their God, or you'll look like a clown. You will look goofy trying to battle Israel when they stand with their God, following their law, statutes, and commandments. Because guess what? Those drug addicted people, they're better than you. We're better than those other nations of people. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's important for brothers and sisters to get off of those drugs. Get off of those, alcoholism. Right. You know what I'm saying? Get out of the damn Christian church.
Right.
Get out of the Muslim mosque, man. They weaken us.
Right. And
I understand it, though. I understand why black men feel the need to go find an organization or a religious belief, because they're looking for power. But they had it in their house the whole time. Right. The evil damn pastor just misled you.
Right.
The Bible is your power, black man. Right. The Most High is your power. You want to gain your masculinity back? You pick up the Bible. Right. Put down the damn Quran, man. You're weaker when you have the Quran by your side. You know what I'm saying? You pick up this Bible and pick up your brothers as well. You know what I'm saying? Don't just try to be by yourself like these individualites. You know what I'm saying? This isn't about just a single person. This is about a nation. Right. Commanding General YAHANNA could have been by himself, staying with these laws, statutes, and commandments. But instead, what did he do? He still pushed this damn truth. Right. Because that's what you call love, man. Instead of these so-called knowledgeable brothers in the world who think they know every damn thing, but they not teaching nobody. What's the point of you having knowledge and not teaching nobody? Useless. Go ahead, read what you got, sir. This
is the book of Jeremiah, 10 and verse 2.
Right.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Be not dismayed by the signs of heaven. Hold on, again, right there. Be not dismayed by the signs of heaven, man. Meaning, those stars in the sky, everything that goes on in the sky is not something you should be like, oh wow, that's a sign. That is, oh my God, I'm scared. That's the sun is going to fall out of the sky. That's something that people say now, right? The damn sun is going to go out. That's what they think is the end of the earth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You so damn goofy. You looking at the stars, trying to make shapes out of them. Like we just talked about the cornucopia and the Capricorn. Right. You looking at the stars, you somehow you drew a goat. Out of the millions of stars is in the sky, you drew a goat. First off, for sisters, because this usually goes for sisters, you thinking God communicating through the gods or whatever it is, communicating through the stars. I mean, you can't even find a man. You can't even communicate with the men that's in your face, but somehow you can figure out the stars in the sky. You can't even figure out what's a good man.
Right.
Brothers too. Because there's a lot of weak brothers that be wearing the copper talking about, this is attracting energy. They got the crystal on them, whatever crystals. I don't know no crystal names, but I know it's crystals or rocks, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot figure out the people that's here on this earth. You have your relation, your social life is like destroyed. Like you don't know how to communicate with nobody. You have social anxiety.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These are the type of people that believe these stars are like a God speaking to them. They somehow can decipher God's language. You know what I'm saying? Right. Be not dismayed by the heavens, man. Don't do that, because that's what the heathen does. The heathen creates a zodiac sign and says, that's Zeus right there. Right. That's Zeus, the lightning bolt. The heathen said, the thunder in the sky, that's Thor banging his hammer. And that's why the waves go like this. You know what I'm saying? That's the heathen. But what the Japanese do, they say, I forget the Japanese guys. There's some goofiness. Talk about some dragon. He controls the ocean and swims. That's the heathen's way of thinking. Be not dismayed by that. That's what a heathen does. Right. You know what I'm saying? You are a child of God. You're not simple-minded like those people. Right. You aren't. So don't do that. You wash your legs. Right. You wash your feet. Right. They don't. Don't be like that. Go ahead, sir.
Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
The custom of the people are vain. They're meaningless, man. Don't mean anything. It's useless. It doesn't do anything. What's a way that I think it's the East Indians, one of their traditions or cultures. They feed these statues food. And I remember, I think it was during COVID, they was doing it real heavy because they were scared of COVID. They was like feeding it milk and all, wasting food at an all-time rate. You know what I'm saying? And the food would just pour down the statue. They showed how it goes down this chamber and goes into this little, that's vain. That's stupid. Huh. You know what I'm saying? These other nations, I mean, think of Ham. What he does, he puts plates in his lip. You know what I'm saying? He scars his face for some reason. He eats monkey and think he gonna get monkey powers. That's why he's still crawling on all fours. For you brothers and sisters that want to be a damn African so bad, I get so mad when I see them Africans eating on all fours in the pot, and I can tell it's like a monkey head or monkey ear or something. I get so irritated because I know it's a brother or sister out there saying we're African, and there's some other nation that be like, oh, they Africans, and I just hate being associated with Ham. I have a pet peeve with Ham. Like I can't stand Ham. Everybody know this. Anybody that know me, I can't stand that damn Ham. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like they better than you. But when you go, because they come over here and feel like they better than you. But when you go look at them over there, they disgusting. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why they house smell like doo-doo. You know what I'm saying? Because they're disgusting. They just as disgusting. They don't wash up just like the so-called white man. They just like him. You know what I'm saying? Ham might not wash up at all. He might, no, it's like it. He wash up with cow dung, cow doo-doo. They love that cow, that calf, which is why when Israelites came out of Egypt, they started worshiping that calf. For some reason, Ham has this what you would call it, like fascination with the calf or the cow, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. They love them cows to this day. Right. Go Do they use deodorant? Ham? I know them East Indians though.
Or the East Indians.
I know them East Indians because that's a part of they like how I explain it. Like I think that's either a part of Hinduism or Judah. I mean not Judah, Buddha. One of them because they believe in like being. I don't know. I had a teacher that was like that because you know that the dreads or the locks, the way they twist their hair comes from the East Indian culture with Shiva and the yoga and all that. They used to smoke weed, right? So I think they don't believe in deodorant. It's something like that. Because I had a teacher that was like that. His whole classroom used to smell like onions. It was crazy. But Ham, they probably do believe in a type of deodorant, but they wash up in poop. That's the issue. They wash up like they rub poop. Like, and then we try to make it seem like it's so exotic. Oh my God, this is how their hair grows so long. For the sisters, you know what I'm saying? You know, his sisters be trying to find out all the remedies for the hair. Sis, stop eating crab legs.
Right.
Stop eating the damn seafood boils. Stop sleeping with every man that come across you. Maybe your hair will have a chance to grow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You cutting it every time too. That don't help neither. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the curses in the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they look at these Hamites who got long hair and they rubbing doo-doo in their hair. You know what I'm saying? And the Hamite hair encased with like cow dung. It's picture. I think we got some pictures on the signs down there of the Hamites with cow dung in their hair. You know what I'm saying? Is encased in it. And they have to keep it wrapped in it for like years. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for those heathens trick. Like don't envy those heathens, man. Go ahead, sir.
Come. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
The customs of the people are vain, man. Keep going. Come.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
So now we going into Christmas. Salakia. Now we going into Christmas. This is what you got to show your pastor. Jeremiah 10 and 3. You know what I'm saying? Read that from the top again.
Come. For the customs of the people are vain. Mm-hmm. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. So
a story that this reminds me of is I can't even think of the name of the story. It's a book, just like it's like Little Red Riding Hood. It's the same thing, but it's a lumberman, lumberjack that goes into the forest. He cuts a tree. But this is talking about how Christmas trees come to be. In order for them, they used to come and get the Christmas tree. What they had to do, they had to go into the forest and go get them a tree. How you get a tree? To get the trees that's in the houses, they would have to go and cut down an evergreen. You know what I'm saying? This is just like your Christmas holiday. Keep going, sir. And how you cut it? You cut it with an axe, or used to cut it with. Now you got chainsaws, but they might still be cutting it with axe. For the good big ones, you ever seen them videos of them dudes chopping at trees and they got to put the splint in it to make them fall? They still using them axes. You know what I'm saying? And then they chop it up to make more Christmas trees. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
Verse 4, they deck it with silver and with gold.
They deck it with silver and gold. That the house with, you know what I'm saying? Don't this sound like Christmas? This right here is what you should be asking your pastor. Pastor, why is there a Christmas tree in the church? If we're supposed to be worshiping God, if we're supposed to be holy of holy, keeping his commandments, why does it say the customs of the people are vain? For one cutteth the tree out of the forest and they deck it with silver and with gold. And I look in our Christian church, our holy Christian church, and I see a damn Christmas tree in the atrium, in the main entrance, decked with silver and gold. Am I really worshiping Satan here? Are you really the worker of Satan here? That's what you should be asking your damn Christian pastor.
Got the cow dung.
You said what?
The cow dung.
Oh yeah, there go right there. Cow dung. Encasing their hair with cow poop. And look, go to that colorful one right there.
Which one?
That one.
This one?
No, the next one. That one. That their sisters will look at that. Oh man, so beautiful. Not knowing that's poop in their hair. They'll look at that right there and be like, oh man, look at the colors. Look how long their hair is. We need to go back to that. That's what they would be saying right now. Sis, you need to stay the hell away from that.
Right.
Brother, stay the hell away from. You know how many brothers go to Africa and come back sick as hell?
Right.
With malaria? Because how disgusting those people live over there?
Right.
Stay away from Africa. Stay away from ham. Ham is just like the so-called it's a Jaff. Is it not Japheth? Is it Japheth?
Ham.
I would think of the bats.
Oh, the bats. Oh,
Moab.
Yeah.
Just like how they disgusting, ham disgusting too. They eat anything over there in Africa.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? They eat anything over there in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Stop wanting to be like the heathen. Their cultures are disgusting.
Right.
And I don't. We want to, and it's so crazy because how black and Hispanics we talk, we be like, no, I'm different. I'm different this. I'm not like the rest. I'm better than I'm the best. In order for you to be the best or be different, you have to do something different. Putting a Christmas tree in your house is not different.
Right.
You are just like your neighbor.
Right.
You are just like Jeffrey Epstein, P. Diddy, Jay-Z. Who else? You know what I'm saying? You just like R. Kelly. They all had Christmas trees in their house. How are you different? You celebrating the same things these evil people do. TD Jakes, the one that's in the wheelchair talking about, I don't know how I got here. Trying to get exonerated for all his alleged offenses. You know what I'm saying? You celebrating the same holidays they celebrate. You know what I'm saying? This is why we shouldn't. This is why when Romans it said, don't conform, man. Be different. Be holy. It's okay to be holy.
Right.
Being set apart is okay. You know how good it feels to not be a statistic on the what does it say? The Christmas tree fires. You know how good it feels to not be a statistic on the drug statistics. How many people are addicted to fentanyl?
Right.
You don't understand how much this truth saves Black and Hispanic men and women and children lives.
Right.
It might not seem like it, but we dodged what? COVID, fentanyl, opioid epidemic, the brothers before me, the crack epidemic. We dodged all of those things.
Right.
Because we're in here. Because the Most High protects us. Because we follow the law, statutes, commandments. We don't have to worry about those things. Those things aren't even on the radar for us. But guess what? Just because we took that oil, we took that oath, we vowed to be priests and prophets.
Right.
We put ourselves in harm's danger so we can save you.
Right.
We go out there to save you because we want you to have that same protection that we have. We want you to have that same mindset that we have, which is freedom. You over there voting, thinking it's going to make a change. You voting for your next slave master. You voting to stay in chains. Spiritually, man. It might be physical with this new guy in the office. That's who we're voting for. When you celebrate their holidays, that's what, when you celebrate Christmas, you know what you're saying? Especially to the Most High, that's what he sees. I love it here in America. I love slavery. You know what I'm saying? When you celebrate Christmas, you are telling yourself that you love America. But like during COVID and the George Floyd riots, I thought America was against blacks. And it's like this as a grown man, I didn't realize, you know, as a kid, you really don't pay attention. You just try to live life. But now as a grown man, during the times of George Floyd and see how black people were in an uproar about everything and looking at us now, I can see and being in the truth is so more blatant. You can see how they just calm black people down. Like, you know, during COVID times, everything was like, oh, you can't say that about black people. We trying to make change. Everybody was all black power. And then we went from black power to voting for Trump. Right. To Trump getting put in office. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's how, to voting at an all-time high. You know what I'm saying? What happened? What happened? Because that move, obviously, Black Lives Matter had no power for Black people.
Right.
That wasn't our power. You know what I'm saying? That movement, and then now what? The Lord reveals everything. One of their leaders just got, I think he just went to jail for stealing money. We already found out the sister, or not this, I don't think it was a sister. I think she ain't Hamite. I'm guessing on this. I think she was a Hamite. She was with all the money that people were sending her for Black Lives Matter, she was buying $1 million houses. You know what I'm saying? She bought $1 million houses to have parties. I guarantee you one of them parties had P. Diddy in it. That's Black Lives Matter. What was the slogan? For the Black mother, the Black child, and other. From that right there, it should have told you it was not for Black people.
Right.
It should have told you that was not for us. Because who the hell is the other? Is the Black man not the #1 incarcerated in America? Is the Hispanic man not the #1 incarcerated in America? The Native Indian man. Our suicide rates is high. So why are we excluded from the Black lives? Because obviously it doesn't matter. Obviously the agenda wasn't for Black lives. It was to take Black lives. Because Black Lives Matters also was supporting abortion. It also was supporting LGBTQ, transgender. You can be whatever you want. So how was that for Black lives when all of those things take Black lives? You aborting your baby, you took a Black life. As simple as that. If you had an abortion, you don't love yourself, you don't love your people, and you hated that child. And I know it hurts. That's the whole point of the truth. It's supposed to hurt so you can make a damn change in your life. I don't care if you have a feeling of I want to say hate, like of dislike towards me because of how we feel towards abortion. It's what you need to hear. You made a wrong decision. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, the Lord doesn't take your right to give birth away from you now. Right. Because you made a rash decision. Right. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he gives you grace and another opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because you made a stupid decision. And for you men out there, you men that are forcing these sisters to get these abortions, you just as disgusting. You're just as disgusting and evil. Right. Your job on this earth is not just to have sex with women and leave. You know what I'm saying? And this is what's so heavy about the truth. This is one of the things that attracted me to the truth, because they could tell you, oh, y'all have multiple wives and da-da-da-da. Name another group that pushes Black men to stay with the woman they sleep with. Name another group that pushes for Black fathers to stay in the household and raise a family. You can't. You can't. In the Bible be their center foundation? You can't. You go to the Christian church, they over there vouching for your divorce. They telling your wife to sign divorce papers and get rid of him. Right. We over here fighting for our brothers and sisters' marriages. We, as brothers, we tell, hey, that's your red. Y'all gotta work it out. Go to counsel, bro. You know what I'm saying? You need a drink, I'll drink with you, but you still gotta go talk to your red at the end. In a day, a week, however much long you need, but y'all gotta figure this out. Right. Y'all made an oath before the Lord. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because in I.S.U.P.K, we are oath keepers. Right. You know what I'm saying? You go to the Christian church, they teach you to break your vows. They teach you to celebrate another God. That's the Christian church. Right. What was that? We done on 10 and 3. We still got a little more. All right, yeah, keep going.
This is the book of Jeremiah 10 and verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold.
Yep, we know the ornaments and the The decorations on the tree are of silver and gold usually. Go ahead.
They fastened it with nails and with hammers.
If you know anything about the old school trees, you had to fasten it to the floor for it to stand up because it's what? It's not grown into your house. So like you. In order for you to stand it upright, you had to fasten it to the floor. Or if you got the newer joints, you put them into like this little holder and it screws. So it's still heavy. And this is a prophecy right here. You know what I'm saying? So again, ask your pastor, why is that in here? Why is this in the Bible and it's standing upright in the church? And you look at the bottom of the tree and it's fastened with nails. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, sir.
That it move not.
That it move not. Because you know anything about a Christmas, you put a Christmas tree in the house, is not grown there.
Right.
What holds the tree up in the forest? Roots. So when after he cuts it down from the damn forest and he puts it in his house, how does he keep it in upright in the house? He fastens it with nails. Ooh-wee, it's heavy. This Bible is heavy, 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 man. And it's still, and they be like, oh, that's old times. Nick, you just did it. You just put the damn Christmas tree in your house. This is why anybody that try to debate if the Bible is real is a fool, man. Right. You are a damn fool talking about your magical Quran. The Quran is toilet paper, man. The Quran is a damn comic book. Flying carpets, talking monkeys, and dudes coming out of a damn what do you call those things? The what they got to rub for the genie to come out? Lanterns. The Quran is a damn a comic book, man. You over there following a bunch of dudes that worship flying carpets. What you think Aladdin was about? Them so-called them Israelites was worshiping 300 damn gods. Why you think they flag is a half crest moon or a quarter crest moon? They worship they love rocks. That's why they damn flag is the moon, the biggest rock you can ever find. A moon. They circle. This is how simple they are. Man, I can't stand Islam either. They circle what? How many times they got to circle that damn rock? 7 times? They circle the rock and kiss it. You see 30 other men kiss the rock. You about to put your lips the same place. Disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And then we could go to the history of how they pedophiles too over there. Well, actually, we ain't got to go to the history. Is it not on social media how these social media stars go to Dubai, an Islam state, and get pooped on by these sheiks? They get pissed on, sexually abused by these Islam leaders, these princes, these oil guys. They Islam. They the heads of Islam. They sheiks. They doing all these sexual deviant things. But you still want to follow Islam. Malcolm X died following Islam. Wow. He died embarrassingly, man. He got shot by his own people, man. Islam isn't for blacks and Hispanics. Christmas isn't for blacks and Hispanics. You know what those things are for? Those things are for fools, man. Foolish men. Foolish men follow those holidays. It wasn't for blacks and Hispanics. Blacks and Hispanics, you are called for a higher purpose, not to be kissing no damn rock, not to be setting up no damn Christmas tree in your house, fastening it with nails, pouring out your pockets to decorate it with silver and gold, right. Putting Christmas gifts under the damn tree. Ask a question in your head. Why am I doing this? That is what brought every black and Hispanic man in the I.S.U.P.K. Why the hell am I doing certain things in my life? And you know what they did? The Lord said, and I guarantee, because this is how it happened to me. You pray one day to whatever, like you trying to figure it out, like, whoa, something ain't right in my life. And the Most High blesses you. You know what he does? He either sends you in front of a camp, sends an ad of the I.S.U.P.K. on a YouTube. Somehow you slide on YouTube and find it. You know what I'm saying? And now what? Now you down the rabbit hole. Right. Now you in class. Oh, now you in too deep. Now brothers is checking. Hey, brother, you good? You know what I'm saying? Now, oh, we. Now you got the oil. Now you a trooper. Oh, we. You deeper now. And now somehow you an officer and you on the street corner now. Now you too deep. Now you love it. Now you love saving lives. Now you love teaching blacks and Hispanics who they are. And the cycle continues. And that is what the Lord wanted, man. Wow. That is what the Lord wanted. He wanted a love to grow inside of you so you can save your damn people, man. He didn't want you celebrating Christmas so you can continue to hate your people. So you can continue to love your oppressor, love the heathen more than you love your brothers and sisters. We look at these damn stinking Africans with poop in their head more than we love the brother that lives in the ghetto with us. Right. You know what I'm saying? We more understanding of those nations. Why? Oh yeah, they never been exposed to this. But you don't have no understanding for the young brothers in the hood that have all these guns and these drugs. We don't have no compassion for the young boy that you watched grow up. You watched grow up in the neighborhood. He was a sweet young boy. He was good. He was smart. But the streets got a hold of him. You ain't want to say nothing to him. He was too scared. That's okay. The Lord put men on this earth to do the job that you too scared to do. And that's lead these young men. You too damn scared of these young kids to tell them they're wrong. You scared of children. Women are your oppressor. You are scared of the own woman, the one that you're supposed to be tearing fire to. You scared of her. She run the damn house. That's Islam. That's Christianity. Oh, let me see what the wife say. That's Christianity, man. You celebrate Christmas, I guarantee you that's how your house is set up. I guarantee you. If it's not set up like that, you too weak of a man. You putting your hands on her. You beating her because you don't know how to have discipline. You don't know how to control your emotions. You're just like the LGBTQ plus. They believe they can beat up women because guess what? They feel like they women. You are a weak man. You're weak. You know what I'm saying? Men of the I.S.U.P.K, we are sent here by the Most High for a reason. Our people are destroyed, man. We need to be taught. We need to be taught again. Like a babe. Like Christ said, man. These scriptures is for us to come back to the Father. Not so we can roll up a Dutch. Christ didn't come back so you can roll up a Dutch in the cipher. He didn't come back so you can put up a damn Christmas tree in your living room. Wow. He didn't come back so you can celebrate the slaughter of the Native American Indians. Wow. He didn't come back for them fireworks on January 1st. I'm pretty sure Janice, is that when they used to have orgies during that day? I know I was a guess. A lot of times there's usually orgies involved. You know what I'm saying? As I say, these heathens are sexual deviants. You know what I'm saying? They can't control themselves. It's just like and this is why the Lord say they like unto spittle. You know what I'm saying? Because how they act. Animals, man. You know what a dog does? He humps everything. That's what a dog does. You have the laws, statutes, and commands that the Lord gave you. You don't just hump everything. Right. You have a mind to think. Right. You use it. You don't just have sex with everything walking. You don't just go worship anything. A dog go piss anywhere he wants. A dog will go lick his own butt. That is what Esau does. He eats anything. Right. That's what the Asian man does. He definitely eats anything. Ham definitely eats anything. What do you call them? East Indians definitely eat anything. And that is what a dog does. Are you a dumb dog? Are you ready to be Israel again? Right. You want to be like these stinking heathens? Or you want to be Judah, Issachar, Zebulun? Are we ready to come back to the Most High? You know what I'm saying? Instead of following these stinking nations. I'm going to try to read this article real quick for the mistletoe. Salakia. Because this mistletoe that we celebrate, well, we don't celebrate the mistletoe, but it's used in Christmas, right? The mistletoe is what? When you get caught under the mistletoe, you're supposed to kiss the first person that's under there with you.
Yeah.
Where the hell like this is what really be confusing me. No, like, do we not ask ourselves questions? Like, why do I do this? Why is this a tradition? Let me go look it up real quick. I do have a Google, I do have a cell phone that can look up anything I don't even gotta type it. I can literally ask my cell phone, what's the history of this? Do we not do that? But we'll go down the rabbit hole on baddies, right? We'll go down the rabbit hole on who's pop. I'm so out of date with the drama. Is baddies still popping? Oh, you wouldn't know. I don't even know what's popping no more. What's the drama in the social media? You know what I'm saying? But last thing I remember is baddies. Everybody had this baddies fanatic. That's what we can keep up to date on, but we can't look into the history of these certain things that we do today. We just do it. We just do it. Don't know why. We just do it. And it goes back into what I always say, the elephant in the arena in the circus. He puts the chain on the elephant and walking in a circle. He takes the chain off, the elephant still walks in the circle. That's blacks and Hispanics today. You celebrate a holiday, you don't even know why you celebrate it. You just do it. You just say, well, I always did it. That's slavery. That is slavery. Where you are doing something. Go ahead, sir.
I got the what you were saying about Janus, New Year's Day, and the orgies. Found it. It says, this is from simple to remember.com. I'm going to skip down to the middle. In later years, Roman pagans observed the new year by engaging in drunken orgies.
Ooh-wee.
A ritual they believed constituted a personal reenactment of the chaotic world that existed before the cosmos were ordered by the gods. Now, basically it.
Sheesh, a chaotic world that existed before. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, that's disgusting, first off.
Right.
That's disgusting. That's probably what the Diddy party was all about too. You know what I'm saying? So they were celebrating their gods by having a whole bunch of sex. Ooh-wee, disgusting. And that's what happened. And you know what happened? That's so deep because on New Year's Day, you're supposed to kiss the nearest person to you. Right. On New Year's Day, you're supposed to get drunk as hell. Am I wrong? Shoot fireworks in the hood. They shooting. You know what I'm saying? New Year's Day, you wake up with a person you don't even know. That's New Year's. Now I'm thinking about that's every New Year movie you can think of. It's about partying and having sex with the nearest person. Ooh-wee. They still do it today. And you're dumb behind just going out and getting drunk, doing the exact same traditions, but then you go to church on Sunday or Saturday and say you love God. Ooh-wee. And your Christian church be like, I hope y'all had fun yesterday. Because you seen your pastor at the same club you was at. Right. 3, 2, yeah, watching the ball drop. Right. You seen pastor kissing sister so-and-so, you know what I'm saying, the usher with the white gloves on. Salaki. Actually, you seen the pastor kissing the brother, the pamphlet dude, or the altar boy. Snorting cocaine. That's what you seen. You know what I'm saying? These holidays are all pagan, man. It's all pagan. And it's too available for us to get this information for us not to know now.
Right.
It's too available. It's like literally, it's not even, you can't even say your fingertips because all you got to do is say a question now. Like we have Alexa, we have Siri. Like we have all of these devices where you don't even have to move your hands. Like you can just talk. You use your mouth for every other damn disgusting thing besides something that will give you, like, will gain you something.
Right.
Like some damn knowledge. Instead, you want to be so disgusting like these damn white people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can I get Proverbs 3:31? I'm gonna read this real quick too, while you get that. This is pagan mistletoe, symbolism and legend. Christianity, Catholic bishops, with one exception, didn't allow the mistletoe to be used in churches because it was one of the major symbols of paganism. Before the Reformation, you know what I'm saying? I got to do a breakdown of Reformation. I remember learning that in the Catholic school too. A priest at the Cathedral of York brought a bundle of mistletoe into the sanctuary each year during Christmas Mass, which is Christmas, and put it on the altar as a symbolic of Jesus being the divine healer of nations. So when mistletoe was blatantly just for pagans, right? During the Reformation, this is when they was trying to get more people into the Christian church, or what you call the Catholic Church back in the day, because Christianity wasn't a thing yet. Or Christianity was a thing, but the Roman Catholic Church was what you would call it, right? So they were bringing in different ideas to the Roman Catholic Church, and one of them was the mistletoe. And then they try to cover it up or paint it with, oh, this is for Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? So it says, mistletoe, one of the most magical and sacred plants of paganism, symbolizes life and fertility and protects against poison. It was considered an aphrodisiac. You know what that is? That was something that you would eat for sex. Right. So this goes into the orgies they used to have under the mistletoes. Right. So your Celtics would have orgies under these mistletoes. It was supposed to be a symbol of fertility. So after they had sex during these days, usually the women got pregnant. And in reality, you just got pregnant because you had a whole bunch of sexes, or women, who it was at the time, right? It says the English used mistletoe as a Christmas decoration for their homes in medieval times. Branches of mistletoe were hung from ceilings and put over houses and barn doors to repel evil spirits. People believed the plant could extinguish flames. Although much of the pagan symbolism was forgotten, the plant represented goodwill, happiness, good fortune, and friendship. Let me see. The plant that has qualities including the power of healing, rendering poisons harmless, good luck, great blessings, bestowing fertility on humans and animals. I don't understand that. Protection from witchcraft and banishing evil spirits. Enemies who met druids under the forest mistletoe laid down their weapons, exchanged friendly greetings, and kept a truce until the next day. The Celts suspended mistletoe over doorways or in rooms as a symbol of goodwill and peace to all who visited. So this has nothing to do with God. This is going down the history of this so-called mistletoe, right? Where in the hell does it say Christ went under the mistletoe and kissed Mary, or kissed whoever, sister? Right. So where is all these things? Obviously, we see where it's coming from. Right. It's an aphrodisiac, which is cool. It's a plant. The Lord put plants here for us to ingest and for our medicine. Right. That's it. You don't worship. You don't worship the damn thing. Okay, cool. You want to tear fire? You need a little bit of energy? Go ahead. Go get you a mistletoe. Make it into a tea. Make it into a drink. Whatever. Drink the damn thing. You making it more than what it is. This is why the Bible said, we pulled out earlier, be not dismayed by the heavens. Like, be not dismayed what's on the damn earth too, man. Right. Just because the damn thing heals you or lets you get a boner doesn't mean you be like, oh my God, I got like powers. That's the way of the heathen. The heathen, he had weed one time or whatever, and he felt like, okay, we can make this into a way to worship God. Like this, when he smoked weed or when he ate that mushroom and he started seeing hallucinations and he thought it was the greatest thing in the world. I don't do that. Don't fall for that bull. That is not for us. You know what I'm saying? These plants, yeah, they're here. They're here on this earth. The earth grows it, but they have properties and they're for certain reasons, not for you to abuse. You know what I'm saying? Just because you do mushrooms doesn't mean you're not a drug addict. You're a drug addict. You're a drug addict, just like the dudes on Kensington that's popping perks and shooting needles in their blood. You're a drug addict, just like them. You popping tabs, you popping Molly, thinking you're not a drug addict. You're a drug addict.
Right.
What are you doing it for? Is it for health reasons? You have to pop. Acid is what? LSD, LSD, right? Didn't they experiment with LSD on people in the army? I think that's how it started. And that's why a whole bunch of, I think it was either Vietnam or World War II, they was going crazy because they gave them. And then a lot of these drugs, you got to realize, started off in experimental stages.
Right.
Like, that's going off on a tangent, but these drugs aren't for you to like abuse, man. These things are for your medicine and to heal you, not to abuse.
Right.
You got that scripture, sir?
Oh.
Go ahead.
Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Envy thou not the oppressor, man. Just because the oppressor has all the lights on his house with the reindeer on the roof with Santa Claus, and he can give his kids, I don't know, 30 million gifts under his Christmas tree, doesn't mean you need to get that. It doesn't mean you need to put the Christmas tree in your house so you can get the same damn things. You know what I'm saying? Because you do it, you are spitting on our God.
Right.
You are putting a God before our God. This is why we pulled that scripture first, because we already read that it's a sin to put a God before our God.
Right.
You shall make graven images. The Christmas tree is a graven image. You putting that Christmas tree in your house, a graven image. You know what I'm saying? Be not dismayed by the sky, by the heavens, or like we already pulled these scriptures, man. Just because the white man does it, and he puts gold, he puts silver, he makes it look good to you, doesn't mean you're supposed to do it.
Right.
A lot of the things he has is off of blood. It's off of blood, sweat, and tears of our backs.
Right.
That's what we have to remember. Like, it's like we only remember that we're slaves when we're getting our backs beat. You know what I'm saying? But during the holiday season, we feel like we're free. You're not. You should feel that oppression every time of the year. You have to remember that he's still your oppressor.
Right.
Just because he gave you a little $5,000 bonus, $100 bonus, whatever, doesn't mean he's your damn friend. There's always alternative moments. He's always slipping in that. Oh yeah, you go ahead. What you buy your kids for Christmas? Make sure you get them kids for Christmas. It's causing you to sin against your God. And now what? Now the Most High has to judge you. He has to, because you sinned. He has tricked you out of your position. This is why Esau is called the devil. The Bible speaks of. A devil is a trickster. He tricks you. Same thing he did in the damn garden with Eve.
Right.
This is why it's important for a man. This is important too for young men. Before you get married, make sure you're wise and you're ready. You know what I'm saying? Because marriage comes with responsibility. You ain't just getting married, sleeping with women, and all right, boom. You're supposed to follow me. Yes, she's supposed to follow you, but make sure you're ready to lead before you marry a woman, or you're going to have a hard marriage in the beginning. Because guess what? You're going to be learning how to lead while leading. And that is a hard thing to do. If you don't even know who you are in the Bible and you are in the world, you're going to battle your rib all the time, man. And you're not even going to have the tools. That's why it's important when you come in here, don't be rushing to get a rib so fast. You know what I'm saying? Learn who you are. Learn these statutes and commandments. Learn how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Get a little seasoning on you. I get it. I'm not telling you not to get married, but take your time. Don't rush into things, man. Because you're going to be biting off more than you can chew.
Right.
Read that from the top.
This is about Proverbs 3, verse 31. And thou not the oppressor.
Envy thou not the oppressor, man. This Christmas holiday that's happening right now, don't envy Esau because he decked out the White House. Don't envy none of the Hamites, whatever they doing. You know what I'm saying? Because those things will put you against or put you at odds with the Father, with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because you're worshiping another God. Nimrod, the god of the Christmas tree, right? We can actually put that. You got that picture on there? Pull that picture up. Right? So on the left is Nimrod. Right on the left is Nimrod, and on the right is your so-called modern day Santa Claus, right? And it's making the comparisons between Santa Claus and what's his name, Nimrod, right? So they both are holding an evergreen tree, right? The evergreen tree relates to Santa Claus, right? Because it's the Christmas tree, so-called Christmas tree. Nimrod has an evergreen tree in his hand. Who's first? Nimrod or the damn Santa Claus? Nimrod. Right. Nimrod came first. Right. So now Nimrod came first, and he's associated with this Christmas tree. We look into the history of Nimrod and see his story and why he's associated with it. What do we find out? He was a killer. He was a tyrant. He was an incestual sexual deviant with his mother. Yeah, I believe they believe his mom was also a god. I can't remember what kind of god she was. But, and then I believe in the story of Nimrod, they scattered his parts, like his body parts around the land. And the part that grew the evergreen tree, I think was his rod. I got to go research that again. I think I have it in my notes. But I'm going to do that next week when it's closer to Christmas. But that man right there, that drawing of a man, that's supposed to be your Santa Claus. The man that creeps into your your chimney, that's Santa Claus right there. And guess what? If you didn't give him Christmas presents, he was cutting your head off and hanging it on the tree as an ornament. So that is why, that is the little bit of knowledge I will give you today on Christmas. I know you for some reason you never asked the question, why do we gotta have a Christmas tree for so-called for Christ's birthday? Where does the Christmas tree come in the Bible, Mom? We pulled that out in Jeremiah 10 and 3 through 4. You know, saying we found out that the Christmas tree was a heathen way. Right. It's vain. You know what I'm saying? It's not for blacks and Hispanics. It's against God. Right. So ask if you're a child, if you're a son, or if you, if you're a man or a woman, ask your parents, why do we celebrate Christmas? They can't give you an answer. I gave you an answer why you celebrate it. I already won because I can give you an answer. They can't give you an answer. The answer they're going to give you is we always done it. We always done it, so we do it. Like I said, elephant in the circus. A slave doesn't even know he's a slave. That's the best kind of slave they have here in America. Right. Everybody talking about, I'm free, I do what I want. But you can't even not celebrate Christmas. You know what I'm saying? You look at the men of I.S.U.P.K when we said we don't celebrate Christmas and be like, wow, how do you do it? Well, it's easy. I trust in the Lord. I don't trust in America. I don't trust in Donald Trump to figure out my problems. I trust in my brothers and sisters. I trust in the Most High. I trust in Christ, man. I trust in the Bible. The Bible said, I'm going to be saved. My people are going to be saved. Salvation is of the Jews. So how do we get that? We start working for that salvation. Right. We start bringing in as many brothers and sisters as we can. We start feeding our people. We start clothing our people. You know what I'm saying? The brothers over at, Arizona? They're about to have a food and clothing drive. Is it Arizona?
What, for the reservation?
Reservation one, yeah.
I forget exactly which campus. I know it's like Midwest.
Midwest, somewhere in the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? They about to go feed brothers and sisters. It was yesterday? Yeah, they just fed brothers and sisters. Native American brothers and sisters that America just celebrated the slaughter of. That should tell you that we're different. Because while everybody else was celebrating the killing and the massacres, I think it was over 300 something massacres of the Native Americans,
Right.
the men of the I.S.U.P.K went out and clothed and fed them.
Right.
That's cut from a different cloth.
Right.
Why you can't tell your kids no to Christmas presents and a Christmas tree in the house, we do it all the time.
Right.
We explain to our kids how that's against God.
Right.
We feed Black and Hispanics every day, not just giving out turkeys during Thanksgiving season.
Right.
We make it our job to take care of our people. We challenge our people
Right.
to test our brotherhood. That is why we scream aloud and cry aloud and spare not.
Right.
Because if we spared your feelings, you would not get the information you need to change your life. You good, son? No, I'm all right. You would not get the information you need to change your life. And it's well needed. It's really needed in the Black and Hispanic community. You know what I'm saying? Because look at the state we are in. The state we're in is a destroyed state. Like, we worshiping all these other gods. We're so separated as a people. We're so separated as a people. You know, back in the day, even, and that's so crazy, even during the crack epidemic, they were still having block parties and still having cookouts and the family gatherings. We're so destroyed as a people. Thanksgiving is just come and get a plate and go. Like, you ain't even conversating with your family now. You know what I'm saying? Even back then, they would still feed the crackheads in the family. Now they're not even letting you in the house. The crackheads don't got nowhere to stay now. The fiends of the family don't got nowhere to stay. You know what I'm saying? Back then, they used to be like, stay at grandma's house. Grandma dead now. She can't watch everybody's babies now. You know how the sisters that had the babies early, or the sisters that made poor decisions with the kids, used to drop the babies off at grandma's. His great grandma now, great grandma now, she dead. Nobody watching the kids now. You know what they turned into? They turned into the kids that's out there shooting everybody now. They turned into the kids that's outside running, rampaging through the streets. Because mama want to be outside too. Daddy want to be outside too. Or he just can't stand mama. Or mama chased them off or something like that. That's the state Black people are in. Let me see what we got. Can I get Amos 5? Yep. Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, the 5 verse 21.
Uh-huh.
I hate.
He said he hates, man. This is God talking, man. This is God talking. He hates. Go ahead.
I despise.
He despised, which is a great hate, man. He can't stand what he about to say. He can't stand something. Go ahead.
Your feast days.
He despises Christmas. He despises Thanksgiving. He despises January 1st. Is it January 1st? Or yeah, January 1st. New Year's. He despises it. Because it's against him and it's killing us. Go ahead.
And I will not smell in your solemn assembly.
He despises it so much he don't even want to smell your Thanksgiving dinner. He doesn't want to smell your Christmas breakfast or Christmas dinner. He don't want to smell the cookies you made for Santa Claus.
Right.
Goofy. Like, he don't want to smell none of that. He despises it. He hates it with a strong hatred. You know what I'm saying? He hates it because it's destroying you. It's taking your power away from you. He doesn't, for some reason, not for some reason, I don't know why, Black people think God doesn't love them. You know what I'm saying? Because of the state we're in. And in reality, God loves us because we would not be on this earth at all if God just let Esau do what the hell he wanted. Right. Name another people that's been through what Blacks and Hispanics been through and survived. Right. You know, white people got a taste of what it's like to be poor. You know what they did? They jumped off the Empire State Building. Right. The Great Depression, 1920s. They was committing mass suicide when they had a taste. A taste. Like, they didn't even have the legit poverty that we face day in and day out. Every day, 24/7. Go ahead.
At the same time, we have Black Wall Street.
And we had, hey, and that's what's so powerful about it. When we were separated from blacks and Hispanics forcefully with the segregation and Jim Crow, they went through depression. And you know what the 20s was? That was black. That was during the Black Renaissance, right? With Harlem. We had first black woman millionaire, C.J. Walker. You said we had a bunch of black millionaires while white America was failing. While white America was failing. You see what happens when you separate from America, but you know what they did in return? They destroyed it. They stole it. This is so they only think that when we say America is built off of the bones and the blood of blacks and Hispanics, they think we only talk about slavery. We don't talk about how the Marines go and raid. I need to start getting my stories. They raided a bank. I think it was either down in Panama or something like that of gold. They took all the gold and they used it. Right? They stole it. They just stole it. They killed everybody in the town and stole it. Just like how they did Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? We had black banks. We had these things. Where did all the money go when it happened after these race riots? They take it. They take it. A lot of these race riots happened in the 20s, the 30s, when white people was what? Poor, distraught. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think just because when we say blacks and Hispanics built America, that we just talking about slavery. Negro, we invented half the stuff we use today in the 40s and the 60s. Right. The liquor that everybody drinks today is Jack Daniels. I have never met one person that said I don't like Jack Daniels. Everybody drink Jack and Coke. A staple damn name in the bar is Jack. If you don't know what you're going to order, what you ordering? Can I get Jack and Coke? Because it's just a go-to drink. Little did you know, it was a Negro named Uncle Nearest. Uncle Nearest, a sister trying to bring his name back to life, but a brother named Uncle Nearest made that damn recipe. And guess what? His slave master was who? Jack Daniels. The street light that we use every damn day, don't even notice it. Black man. Sisters sent Negro sisters sent white men to the damn moon. The first damn computers before Siri was a thing, before Alexa was a thing. They was spitting out answers probably faster than damn Alexa. White man was like, give me the quadratic equation of 8 square root of 3,003 million, da 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 da. And sister was spitting it out like that. And guess what? All them sisters had husbands. Right. All them sisters had husbands. Right. And when they came, they did all their work and they went home to their husband. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so powerful about it. Because for some reason, the white man or the white woman would tell a black sister, you don't need that man. That man tears you down. But history tells you when the black woman has a man, she's the greatest she'll ever be. Right. Them sisters had a man at home, and they were the smartest people in the rooms they walked in. Right. While having a husband and kids. But now you can't have a husband in a career. You can't have kids in a career. When your ancestors were slaves in chains, beat, shackled, hanged from trees, and they scratched, they clawed just to have their babies. They hid their babies from the slave masters so they wouldn't be molested or abused by that damn disgusting heathen. While you make $20 an hour, you make $15 an hour. Oh, I can't have this baby. I can't raise this baby in this world. While your great grandmother raised 20 of them during Jim Crow in a shack off of one pot. Your great grandmother did that, and you talking about you can't have kids. You got to kill the damn baby. That is why God is against this nation. Because this nation raised up a woman, an evil Edomite woman by the name of Margaret Singer to send that message to our sisters. You know what I'm saying? Read that from the top. And this is why he's so disgusting when we try to celebrate our holidays. Because I guarantee you, Margaret Singer celebrated Christmas, Thanksgiving, the same holidays that you celebrate. And her intent was to destroy the black families. Her intent was to destroy the Negro child. It's called the Negro Project. When you willingly go in and get that abortion, you are participating in the Negro Project. You are participating in the extermination of the Negro race, of the Negro babies. That's what you're volunteering to do. Because you so damn self-centered. For you brothers out there, you so damn self-centered because you ain't man enough to raise a damn child. You ain't man enough to just step up. You weak as hell. And I guarantee you, because you following your pastor. You effeminate, just like your pastor. Go ahead, sir.
This is from Amos 5 verse 21. I despise your feast days.
He despises those feast days, man. I despise them too. I hate what the Lord hates. I despise what the Lord despises. You know what I'm saying? Because those things are against him. His enemies are my enemies. Because you know why? Because he showed that he stands with blacks and Hispanics. Our God is a living God. He gave my people and me grace. He gave me a chance to fix our lives and get it right. He could have exterminated us with what? Moses? He could have took the whole nation of Israel out the game and made a whole nother nation out of Moses. But instead, he gave us another chance.
Right.
And instead of being glad that he sent Christ back to save us and give us grace, you want to go celebrate Christmas. Simple-minded. Go ahead, sir. Keep going.
And I will not smell in your solemn assembly.
The Most High doesn't want to smell your solemn assemblies, man. He don't like them Christmas cookies. He doesn't like any of those things. You know what I'm saying? History proves when blacks and Hispanics are separate from these other nations, we thrive. We thrive. When you are forced to deal with your brothers, and this is why it's so biblical that Donald Trump is in office. I'm hoping he enforces, he makes it go back to the old times where we separate. Because that'll force brothers and sisters to work with each other.
Right.
We fell in love with the white man. We fell in love with holding the white man's pockets for so long that we started hitting our own brothers and sisters, hating our own brothers and sisters. We fell in love with the white man's abuse for so long. Like, you know how many videos are on the internet of us crying because we thought the white man was our friend, and now they backstabbed you. While the whole time you was looking down on our people. Look at all the rappers, the entertainers we have, how they talk about the lower class of black. Right. When the lower class of black is the reason why they got their stature. We uplifted these rappers and these celebrities. They came out of our neighborhoods.
Right.
They ate out of our kitchens.
Right.
But they get up and talking about why you can't do it. Why you can't lift up your boots? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Right. Because the white man gave them ride and then gave them a little money. Look at Serena Williams. She is a product of what the white man will do to black people.
Right.
She is a living example of what Israel looks like after the white man has abused us for so long.
Right.
Drugged up, abused, out of our mind. We are literally out of our mind. Because while the whole earth is gearing up for war, they out there training, bike riding, running, weapons, buying weapons, and getting their nations prepared for war. You are literally debating about abortion, whether it's right or wrong. In politics, in a white man's politics, instead of building your own nation.
Wow.
You over there talking about, is abortion right? Wow. Like, how was that even a question? How is that even this is what blows my mind. How is that even a question when black men and black women die at an alarming rate? Black men are locked up at an alarming rate. And you know what's so crazy about it? It's so alarmed. The rate is so high that black men are locked up that women are actually dating these men in these jails for 15, 20, 30 years, having full-blown relationships. Because most of the men that's out here are LGBTQ. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or dead. Right. So now their choices is either just deal with a dude that's on the down low, or what is it? Go be a CEO, so you can deal with them brothers in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's the sisters' choices of today, and that is wrong, man. That is not a good thing. That is a destroyed people, man. That is a destroyed people. Wow. Is that it on that? All right. One more. Give me Revelations 18:4, sir. Come. You know what I'm saying? Because we are destroyed people, man. The destruction is sad sometimes when you drive out and look at the state of our people. The Lord calls us to do something. Don't be a bystander neither. Right. Just because your life going well doesn't mean you shouldn't help the brothers around you. Right. Try to be, and this is crazy. If you got a good job and you good in your life and your family is all good, try to be a staple in your community then. Try to be a leader. Right. If you don't know how, well, I know you don't know how to be a leader. Come in here. I got you. Right. We'll teach you. We'll give you a foundation, which is the Bible. We'll teach you these rules, these laws, statutes, and commandments. We'll give you protocol, right? And you know what you're going to do? When you go back home, when you're in your community, when you sit on your porch, and the kids ask you, because they always going to come up to the man with money. They're going to come to you because your house has structure, because their house is falling apart. They always, hey, Mr. So-and-so, how you do this? They're going to come to you about the girlfriends and the boyfriends and stuff like that. And now you have the tools and the supplies to give them answers. Right. You are able to lead your community as a black man, right, a Hispanic man, a Native Indian man, instead of being a weak behind bystander. Go ahead with that scripture, sir.
This is the book of Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
So this is John the Revelator saying what he saw, right? He's talking about, keep going, read from the top.
And I heard another voice from heaven say, come out of her, my people.
Come out of her, my people, man. What's that voice? What is that voice? That's the men of the I.S.U.P.K. That voice is the men of the I.S.U.P.K. telling you to stop celebrating Christmas. Do not celebrate Christmas this holiday season. Right. Everybody talking about, I need to change something up. I need to lose weight. I need to do this. You want to repent something in your life? Try not celebrating America's holidays. Right. So like it. Try not celebrating these American holidays. You know what I'm saying? Maybe these men in all black, boot shirt, pants, and headbands with beards and braids yelling on the corner might have the answers to some things, because my Christian pastor, I tried his way, it didn't work. I tried my Muslim imam, didn't work. I tried whoever Buddha leader, it didn't work. I tried the witch that got the crystal I buy my crystals from. The crystals still didn't bring me a man. The crystals still didn't give me millions of dollars. Or whatever you charging your crystals for. Whatever zodiac signs you thought was going to give you the answer. And it didn't work. Try this way. Start following these laws, statutes, and commandments. And watch how it changes your life. How the commercials be in your money back guarantee. You know what I'm saying? We don't even ask for your money. You know what I'm saying? Start following these laws, statutes, and commandments. Come in class. Get these laws. Stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, smoking weed, cigarettes, vapes. Any loophole you try to get, man. I don't smoke at all.
Right.
Like, I don't know why why do you have a addiction to sucking on something? Like, go ahead. Whippets. Oh yeah, the whippets. Like, we need to quit those. Ooh, I forgot about the whippets. The kid, that kills me. When I seen that, boy, that thing still blow my mind to this day. Stop sucking on drugs. Right? These things are killing our people. You know what I'm saying? Come out of her. The her is America. Don't celebrate these holidays, man.
Right.
Coming out of her does not mean going to Africa. It's not talking physical.
Right.
This is spiritual. This is spiritual, man. So leaving America spiritually.
Right.
Stop celebrating the holidays. Stop doing what the Americans tell you have to do, like eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Like, that's normal. Smoking cigarettes isn't okay.
Right.
Smoking weed isn't okay. You know what I'm saying? Doing any other drug is not okay. You know what I'm saying? It's against the Lord. And then stop going to your Christian church.
Right.
Stop going there. Because he'll make it seem like following these laws, statutes, and commandments is some grievous thing. Like, it's hard to do. Like, you can't follow the law, statutes, and commandments and follow the law when you can.
Right.
The minute what's so crazy about it, what was Christ doing? What was Christ doing? You know what I'm saying? You want to say you were Christian. Christians mean Christ-like. You was doing things Christ was doing.
Right.
Which is why they called them. It was actually, wasn't it a derogatory statement to call Christian? Because you were acting like Christ. And a lot of times they would kill, or what? Not is it called kill or sacrifice? Not sacrifice. I'll just say kill because it is what it is. They killed them, tortured them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go look at how some of these disciples died. They weren't not like peaceful deaths.
Right.
They were actual followers of Christ. You're doing exactly what the Roman Empire would do. Roman Empire was celebrate Christmas. Roman Empire was celebrating Thanksgiving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You doing everything that the Romans would have done, and Christ wouldn't have. Christ would not be celebrating Christmas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So be different. Come out of her. Come out of the spirit of America. Stop putting this Christmas tree up. I see you right now putting it up. Go ahead, throw that thing in the trash right now, man. Throw them Christmas presents in the trash.
Right.
Get rid of it. Come out of her. You know what I'm saying? It's high time to wake up, man. Blacks and Hispanics, Native Indians. It is time to leave America spiritually. Christmas is not a holiday for us. Hanukkah is coming up December the 25th. The Feast of Dedication. The story, an actual good story for Blacks and Hispanics to remember. The revolution of us fighting for our temple. You know what I'm saying? Actual warfare, good warfare. You know what I'm saying? A good story of a comeback, a good comeback story. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I'm passing the class over to Priest and Officer I.B.O.W. We're the I.S.U.P.K side of 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? Get in class, a class near you. We in damn near every city. We all over the globe at this point. You know what I'm saying? Find a class near you and start coming back to our God. Shalom.
Your Priest and Officer Antonio Papa and teaching Papa Brother me powerful history class. History class. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the Israelite School of York, Principal Knowledge Taught out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to check themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment found in the book of Numbers, 18 verse 21, the book of Malachi, 3 verse 8 through 10. YAHUSHUA means 10th in Hebrew. 10% of every penny that the increase the Lord gives you, give to the teacher. Priest fund, priest offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever upcoming holy convocation is the Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah, found on the 25th day of the 9th month by the space of 8 days. This year will be Wednesday, December 25th, 2024, for a space for 8 days. Found in the book of First Baptist, to the 4, 62 through 61. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start working on blood. Vote, church, their band, and scarf. With that, a module which means to stand to the men of Israel. You want to be one person to look. Men of Israel, Mom Shabbat. Imagine. But rock. Yahweh, Shimmy, Yahweh, That's the top. You sit down. Sorry, turn for your sisters. Sisters, Imagine. This is your mom's body, your head, bottom cover. Your feet can 45-degree angle, the right hand up, top to your left, and we salute you, salute back. Men of Israel, we'll get to this one crazy salute. Men of Israel, Mom Shabbat. Imagine. But rock.
Yahweh Shemar, Abdabah, Shemi Yahushua.
That's the top. You sit down. Clap the